There it is. Unbelievable. You gotta add an audio source, you idiot. Bam! Streamfest, day 5, in the kitchen. I always wanted a cooking show. It's one of my dreams as a little boy, and now I get to do it with the help of Boom Fantasy. Oh, you thought this was a game? Oh, you thought this was a game? Hold on. Bingo, bango. Let's see how far we can make the magic go. Cord up, cord out. So, a lot of you guys were excited about we were making when brownies were part of the wheel during earlier days of Streamfest. So, why not get the wheel going right now? And to get people excited about the wheel, let's just whip up a fresh batch of brownies, you heard? But we got to get the proper camera situation. This is what everybody wants. People are here to look at my torso. Set the camera up, Rick. Up in the corner. No, this is good. It's worth looking at my torso for like 9 seconds. Are we in? Streamfest, baby. Streamfest is lit. Yeah. I think we need a little more downward so we can peep our ingredients. Hands up. Can you see the bowl? A little bit. Pan. I'd prefer a little more tilt, but it's honestly pretty good as far as graphics go. I'm getting a look. There's a couple of things, these stuff on the side, I can't figure out how to change for the OBS app, but it's looking pretty good so far. Can't look at chat right now, so I'm going to go grab that in a second. But we are making Magic Special brownies. Special because they don't have butter, not because they have drugs in them. But we have our flour and our sugar already mixed because nobody wants to see that. Some salt, canola oil. We're going to break a couple of eggs. You got to break some eggs to make an omelet. That's what people always say that. Cocoa powder, and we got a couple of special ingredients, some hot cocoa mix and some vanilla extract. We're going to make some brownies. We're going to whip it, whip it, whip it. Talk about these NFL playoffs. Talk about basketball. We got some Manny Machado news. College football playoffs tomorrow. Bowl season in effect. Shout out Purdue plus 3.5. I'm out here. Get at me. I can't respond because I don't have the chat right now. I'm going to walk away probably and go make sure I can get the chat and battery life withstanding. We're going to make this. But I didn't turn the oven on, and that's a big problem. And I got the two things that you got to always have on hand is an oven and a recipe, and I had neither of those things ready. So I'm just so excited about technology in 2018 and the way we can apply this into 2019. So here's how it's going to work. We got 2 questions tonight. They are sports who am I questions. We're going to do one in just a little bit, all right? We're going to do it at around 9:15, and then we're going to do the other one, bang, at 10 o'clock. We're going to do both questions. Both are winners. Then one after the other, we're going to get the call, and then we're going to take them both to the wheel. And, hey, they might split the tray of brownies. They might win the whole tray of brownies. They might take the brownies over a signed jersey. You never know, but you seen the tweet. We got a bunch of swag and some Boom gear. I'm shipping stuff out like nobody's business, taking care of the Boom users for the holidays because, you know, December's for the holidays and for giving gifts non-religiously. It's just about taking care of the people that take care of you regardless of holiday. It's not a religious thing. I'm going to stop talking. I'm just kidding. I'm pulling my recipe up and then I'm going to start breaking some eggs in. The idea is basically mix all your ingredients and then this is probably not the right way to do this. Nobody told anyone to do this, mix these dry ingredients, but I got to get them into a plastic bag and then the dry in a plastic and then you gently mix it in with the wet. It's going to look real good. It's going to look gross and then it's immediately going to look like brownie batter, which is very delicious and very exciting simultaneously. Can I get a recipe? I could have sworn I airdropped it to myself. But mistakes get made day in and day out, don't I know it? Make sure everybody's having a good night. How's everybody doing? We're heading up on New Year. Make sure you got good, dope New Year's plans. And yeah, we can get into these 2 college games tomorrow. I want to go 2 for 2. The playoffs lit. I think the winner, finding the winner be easier said than done, but it's about the margin and the spreads because Alabama's got a big spread. It's about it's 14.5, and Clemson, that's also around 11 and a half, 12, taking on Notre Dame. So both of those games, you know, it's going to be tough. Whereas we think we know the winner. I personally don't think Notre Dame's going to. Oh, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. I'm going to go get my other phone so I can hang out with the chat. We're preheating the oven, and we got our ingredients all set, and we're going to come back. We're going to start making brownies. Obvi. Yeet. Hit the music. Hit the theme song. I need that recipe. I had it. I don't know where it went. I don't want to get it from the phone. That makes the show go extra long when we lose the recipe. Airdrop, you fooled me again. Pulling up Boom Chat on the second screen. Second screen experience. You know, it's the modern game. As we continue to search for this recipe, these brownies are the best. I'm not exactly sure why, but it definitely has something to do with not using butter and using eggs and sugar instead, and it just creates a moister product in the end. I don't go crazy with the toppings. I got dark chocolate morsels, but the best part about these is you can top them with basically anything. And then, you know, you go peanut butter, you go toffee. It's all good, baby. It's all good, baby. It's pizza. You put whatever toppings on it you want. What's going on, gang? Let me know what's popping in the chat. You know I'm out here. Boom, gang, strem. Let me know it's Friday night, what you're up to, what you watching. It's bowl season. It's lit. Get this recipe pop-a-loppin'. And then I'll give them away. I'll mail these straight to your house. And if you're local, I'll bring them right to your front door. We'll make a boom moment out of it. But Bama is a 14.5 point favorite over Oklahoma. And I would feel much better at 14, 13.5 even. But the reason I think Bama is going to be more successful is they're much more consistent in the way they generate explosive plays. They're so much more RPO based. Whether it's Hurts or Tua at quarterback, the way they run RPO because they're so good at running the ball is so threatening. My biggest thing about Oklahoma is their biggest defense has always been their biggest weakness has been their defense, specifically the way they rush the passer. And being able to put pressure on Alabama is so crucial to forcing the quarterback into mistakes and getting big plays because otherwise you're going to get steamrolled. And that's my biggest fear is that Oklahoma wants to score but ultimately gets absolutely steamrolled because two things are not going to happen. Oklahoma's not going to play long sustained drives that keep the Alabama offense off the field, and the Oklahoma defense isn't going to put up 2 quarters worth of stops. They might not even put up 2 drives worth of stops, but they are good athletes and they do have extra time to prepare. But honestly, it's very hard to prepare for RPO. It's all about reactions. It's all about the way you can break down a defense and the speed you can react to your decision making in your specific role in the defense. So it'll be interesting to see how Oklahoma's defense responds to Alabama, but ultimately you got to go Bama, right? You got to go Bama by at least 20 points. I think it's going to be over quickly. I don't see how Oklahoma can keep up. Kyler Murray or not, Kyler Murray's got to have time. Kyler Murray's going to deal with the best defense he's played this year by far. Like, he just played Texas and West Virginia. Like, this is a whole new ball game of defense. Alabama has not sniffed anywhere near giving up 30 points to an opponent this year, and that's where Oklahoma's very comfortable. And a game that isn't a shootout is not where Oklahoma's comfortable. It plays right into Bama's hands. I feel good about Bama spread, feel good about Bama team total, Bama first half. I don't see how Oklahoma gets stops, gets consistent pressure. And that's bad news Bears. That means Bama's going to run all over you. And then when they're done running, they're going to fake it, and they're going to gut you up the gut. That's 2 uses of the word gut. Double phrasing. But I guess what you're really here for is to see me make these brownies. So let me see what I can do with this recipe. Check up in the chat. See how we're doing. This looks really good for a cell phone, man. This cell phone stream, the clarity is tremendous. This is groundbreaking. This is going to lead to a lot of afternoon stuff. I wish I could get that 1.0x, that other stuff out of the frame. But this will let us do more remote stuff, more stuff from the boom office, stuff from inside the city. It's lit. This is a really good app. You know what would be really good? My brownie recipe on my laptop. Don't have it. Don't have it? Can't have it. All right. We'll keep that up. Keep the chat up. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you're excited. I got contests, but I can't just like give things away to one person. So I need to know you're out here. I need to know you're getting down with the Boom Fantasy Friday night Stream Fest, baby. That's how we do it. It's your boy Rick Rosen. You see Mr. Mighty Dollar Minute? That's a terrible name to have, but I'll do that name for you. Let's bring it back to the home screen because we got to go get this recipe. And it's a problem. How we doing? You know, don't go towards the light, as they say, but do go towards my stomach as I pull my camera out because it also has my recipe on it. What a botched move, dude. I definitely sent it in. I sent it over to the PC. Maybe I sent it to the PC. That was the problem. But either way, I'm hanging, and the oven's got to preheat anyway, and we got to get these dry ingredients out here. Oh, maybe it went to photos? Sent? There it is. Is that it? Shimon? Silly recipe. Well, we're going to read the recipe anyway. Oh, wow. This is a real botch. This is amazing. So the sugar and flour are not supposed to be mixed at this point. That was done in pre-production. That was a big mistake. This is officially hilarious. We're going to throw this out. There's no way to break up this flour and this sugar. We're going to dump this bowl and start over. That is hilarious. Oh my God. All right. Is this it? Is this up? What an unbelievable flex. Let's dip it. Dip it real good. Oh, see, this is still a pretty good cooking show. Like, this is, I'll still work with this. Give me slight up. Yeah, I'll still work here. If I were 5'6", we would be really cooking with gas, up in the guts. But other than that, we're blessed here. This is a pretty good shot. All right. Pop it into the chat. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what's going on in this OS. I'm gonna put Wazoo, Iowa State on the TV, but I don't want to get caught watching TV while I'm making TV. So that's a big problem. Like I said, we got 2 trivia contests tonight. We're doing giveaways. Rick at boomfantasy.com. Put day 5, F-I-V-E, in the subject line. And that's the only way you can win because that's the inbox rule. It's a filter. Like the girl that ghosted you on her Instagram. She does a lot of the dog ear. She's aggressive with the hearts around her. She's aggressive with the filters. Man, I gotta dump this. This sucks. Okay, I need new flour. I need new sugar ASAP. Rocky. Where'd they go? We're out here. The other game is so much more difficult to predict because Notre Dame is a balanced team on both ends. And they can run the ball. Oklahoma can run the ball, but it's not really... It'd be impressive if they did it on Bama. Notre Dame, I wouldn't be surprised if both teams can run on each other, and that's dangerous. All right, we're changing it up. We got flour and we got sugar. One more time! Yeah, that's probably sugar. Say goodbye to mistakes, kids. See, it's okay to make mistakes. You have fun in the kitchen together. You learn things, new experiences. And the worst part about baking, sorry, my face is getting cut off. The worst part about baking is you can't just say, whatever, we'll just power through. In cooking, you can definitely say, we'll just power through. That's okay. But baking, this is science, my guy. This is science, and we don't want to mess the science up. So we're going to go ahead and dump this and start over. And we're going to chalk it up to bad luck. And inattentiveness also. Definitely that for sure. But definitely luck, right? Call Andrew. Dearest mother, I mixed the flour and the sugar whilst attempting to make squirrel pudding. His tweets to his mom, Sergeant, you know what I'm talking about, General Andrew Luck with the neck beard? They always have squirrel parts. It's always like squirrel giblets, squirrel necks. Squirrel necks is hilarious. That account's very genius. There's like 15-year-olds making 6 figures off meme accounts. There's a lot of millennials or broke stuff, but there's a lot of millennials that are cashing out on the millennial stuff that is millennial. Making sense? Am I making sense? Alright, here we go. We need a big bag. This should be enough. This should be enough of a bag. And then we're going to set it up. Ayo. We're going to make a recipe nice. And we're going to make it a bowl. We're going to make it a batter. Salt, flour, cocoa, and hot cocoa mix. Easy peasy. Where that bag at? What you got in that bag? A couple of little flour, some sugar, cocoa powder, some hot cocoa mix. This is the secret, my guy. We got a little hot cocoa mix in the brownie mix. This is a real flex. People don't know. People really don't know. Now they know. I'm giving the secret away. My mom's gonna be pissed. Like I said, it's baking and it's science. So this is the stuff I stress about, man. Flour and sugar. You don't use flour because it tastes good. It's a chemical. You're making chemicals. So it's just always a little stressful to me, at least. I'm a precise measurement guy. Like, this is too much. It's freaking me out. But it's only a little too much. And that makes me want to use a little less the next time I go. You know, it freaks you out. We making brownies out here. We making brownies out here. If you didn't know, we out here. Yeah, we've all seen Clemson put up stinkers. I think is part of the problem there. The Syracuse game. Oh shit, I touched it. Pitt last year, but we've also seen them win huge games and seen them beat good teams by an insane amount of points. So when they go up against a good team like Notre Dame and they're getting double-digit points, it just feels like that's too much. But Clemson is a defense unlike the likes of what Notre Dame has seen this year. Clemson's pass rush is NFL caliber, the best in the country, in my opinion. Clemson's front four is better than Bama's front four, at least when it comes to rushing the passer. Bama's got more overall D tackles. Plastic baggie is the salt, flour, cocoa, hot cocoa mix. How much salt? 1 teaspoon. Dunzo. This stuff's important. And then I think with, like, Clemson's quarterback situation is obviously sketchy, but the way they run the ball, I really don't think it matters. When it comes to Etienne, and Notre Dame's got a good defense, but I've seen a ton of good teams, or a ton of average teams, score on Notre Dame and make it competitive, you know? Notre Dame doesn't play a tough schedule, really. They play a consistently competitive schedule, but they don't play like, you know, they're not trying to lose games. They beat Michigan. That's how they got in. How much cocoa? Half cup cocoa. That's how you get the chocolate up. Get your chocolate up, kid. I got half a cup in here. So much face cut off. Give me a little bit. Just a little bit. Let the kid get his little cut in there. You know, I've been doing shows with an afro for a week. And then we get the cocoa powder in here. We get our wet, we get our dry, we crack some eggs. This is the fun stuff, man. These brownies are dope. And I'm sending a tray to one lucky boom winner tonight. That's what this is about. Let me know how you did in your fantasy football season. I am playing week 17. It is going to be something special, man. It's a 2-week playoff, and it's a 10-team league, $50 entry. So it's $500 up for grabs. It was winner take all, half a cup of cacao. We actually making brownies, yeah, man. We in the kitchen out here. So it's $250. It's $500 for the pot. There's flour, salt, and cocoa powder in here, and then we're gonna add in our secret ingredient, which makes it taste so much better. This is double chocolate hot cocoa. Any hot cocoa mix will do, but you go with, you know, you spend a little extra, get some double chocolate John, and this just has all the good stuff that makes it's just sugar, chocolate, you know, some preservatives. It's just that good. It just makes it so nice. This is the best brownie recipe you've ever had. I'll give you $1 if you do the cinnamon challenge. I was making this, setting this up, and I was like, I should make the brownies and then do like, here's my Venmo. If you put over this, I'll put lemon juice in the brownies. Do this, I got a can of tuna in the cupboard. Like, or you do this, I'll put peanut butter in the brownies. You know what I mean? Like, or we can spin the wheel for like add an ingredient to brownies, but just like, I just want to make dope brownies. Eat one corner piece and send you the rest. That's maybe 2. Maybe 2 pieces. A middle. You gotta have a middle. No cinnamon challenge. No cinnamon challenge. Okay, dry ingredients are done. This is done. I gotta zip this up and give it a good mix. This is flour and cocoa powder and a little salt and the hot cocoa mix. And this is the dry base. And we add this to the wet stuff because we're gonna crack a couple eggs. You wanna get anything done, you gotta bring a couple eggs. Oh, we want to get. I want to keep going till it's one color. Yeah, put my thumb in there. Cooking's easy, man. Baking's hard. Baking is science. You don't want to get anything wrong, or you're gonna end up with poopy food. And I tell you, this is the stuff. Flour is the thing I sketch out about the most because something too floury, like flour's the only ingredient that doesn't taste good. Salt in the right capacity tastes good. Sugar tastes good. Nobody's ever like, ooh, dat flour dough. But we know it makes dough, and it makes it really well. All right, so you can see it was white and brown, and now it's the whole thing's like a chocolate powder color, and that's good. We're gonna set that aside. Yeah, no cinnamon challenge tonight. I would, but I also don't want to like. I use my lungs, you know. Ooh, laptop dying, unforeseen problem. We're not using the stove. Okay, tee up. Yeet. Ugh. Yeah, so if you're coming in late, basically I had flour and sugar mixed up, and they were mixed together, and that made this not. I wasn't in the recipe. I couldn't find my recipe because I'm, you know, a pro, dude. I get paid to do this. I'm a professional. I just feel like the cord over the oven is not the best idea, but it's also my show and I do what I want show. My show and I do what I want show. All right, where's the cocoa powder? We're gonna cap it up. $11.5 just feels like too much for Clemson, man. I'm not saying Notre Dame is like a threat, but I could just see them. I could see Clemson being up 15, and then Notre Dame going for some BS garbage score for boosters. Like, I don't know. I'm sure the coaches get told to cover by any means necessary, right? Of course. I'm repping D3 Willie P. You know what it is. All day, all day. Okay, so sugar, oil, and eggs in this pan, in this big bowl here. We need 2 full cups of sugar. It's a good amount of sugar. Where's the big guy? Full cup. 2 cups shugs, crack some eggs, and we'll get some oil, and then we'll mix it, and then that's where we gotta move the camera, because mixing ingredients is what the food, you know, that's what we're doing out here. That's what the camera work is for. Y'all ain't even know. Trying to do different stuff, man. Nobody wants to see you just sit at a desk all night and just yabba yabba. We want to do some interesting things. We want to go see the world. Do things in 2019. Try to get this thing to the sports book. I'm going to try to get this thing to events, you know? Try to see stuff. I'm trying to get the Boom users access. That's what it's all about, man. That's one of the reasons social media is so popular, really. It is access. It's like we don't know who celebrities are, right? And then we give them social media gives us access to them, where we feel like we're closer to them, we know them, they're more relatable. It's just access. But the real key is choosing what you want to let in and what you want to let out. I'm just making sure the sugar's tight. Put your stuff away as you're going, man. It helps you out in the long run. Cleaning up sucks. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. All the peanut butter goes away. Cocoa powder. Be gone. I don't even know how to preheat the oven at. It's probably too hot right now, right? 350. Oh my god. I gotta turn it down. We're running hot. Alright. Again, you can use any toppings. We got dark chocolate. But you can roll PB. You can roll candy cane pieces, you know, a couple weeks ago. Maybe now because they're cheaper, you know. Cut up some Reese's eggs for Easter. Let's get cracking. Literally, because it's egg time. We're using 5 eggs for this mixture. Let's get the olive oil, the vegetable oil in there. We need a full cup of vegetable oil. It sounds gross, all these things. And then they come together and they form delicious. I wouldn't believe it myself if I didn't eat them, you know? And that's cooking, man. You gotta trust it. You gotta follow the recipe. I'm a recipe guy. I feel like there's nothing I can't make as long as there's a good, detailed recipe, you know? Full cup of oil is in. Probably should have showed that. Let's go with this. Move it out. Oh yeah, baby. This is what it looks like. This is the oil. Oop, probably should turn it. What happened? What happened? We lost connection. Oh, we lost connection. Come on now. No way. Oh my god, it's connected to the other phone. There's 2 phones and it connected to the other one. What a calamity of errors. Is it going to go back now? It really just decided what phone. Is it going to crash me now? This is not supposed to do that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Damn, man. There's 2 phones. Anyway, let's crack these eggs. Let's get the camera set up right. Let's crack these eggs in. Wowza. That was a mess. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. Hi, Rick Rosen here for canola oil. When I want my food to not stick to the pans, there's no other brand I trust than ShopRite. Cut it, clip it, Put it on the net. The kids will buy it up. Kids will buy up all the oil. All right. Moving things. Back. Gone. Okay. Moving that. I know this is what you came to see. My torso. Ow. Moving it up. Yeah, there it is. Come on now. To the window. And to the wall. To the wall. Till the sweat drops down. All these females crawl. All skeet. Much better. Look at this. Look at how much better this looks. Come on now. It's a flex. A little bit higher. Yeah. Look at me cooking. Look at me go. My pan. This is getting hot over here. Starting to schwitz. But this is how it was originally supposed to look from the jump the whole time. All right. So let's crack these eggs. Let's start whipping. And then let's do a contest. Let's see if we can't get somebody a wheel spin for a tray of MFBs. Stay with it, dogs. Let's get the garbage can out. Crack these eggs. Roll my sleeves up. Crack these eggs. And then we're going to mix together the sugar, water, and oil. Then we're going to slowly add our cocoa powder. Then we need our vanilla extract in. I forgot how much vanilla extract. Pretty sure it's a teaspoon. Hopefully it's that, because I don't want to get the camera again down from where it looks so good. It looks so good. And vanilla extract, dump it out in the oven. Yeet Street. Let's get cracking. So we got 2 good college games on Saturday, and then week 17 tomorrow, or Sunday. College tomorrow. And I don't know about you, but man, I think that if you play it right and you do some research, there's definitely ways to win on week 17. I think a combination of what teams are playing for. I'm breaking eggs an embarrassment here. What teams are playing for, individual roster incentives, divisional matchups. So a lot of people are like, they're playing for a playoff spot. How could they not lose? What people don't really realize is that keeping a team out of the playoffs is also a fantastic motivator. That's why I think Colts-Titans is one of the more interesting matchups of the weekend, because the Titans are going to have Blaine Gabbert, and the Colts are going to play a zone defense because that's what they do all year. They play more zone than anybody else, and they're going to make Gabbert throw into it. And honestly, man, that line's only 3. I don't get it. The Colts aren't going to have their center Ryan Kelly, but they haven't had him for a lot of the year. I don't really get that line. All right, paper towel. We're going to get our whisk. We're going to start mixing. It's about to go. Look how gross this is. It's eggs and oil and sugar. And then we just get our whisk in there and we start getting at it. We start getting mean in it. But then you got the resting games. Like the Saints are resting players. The Cowboys might be resting players. That Cowboys-Giants game is a game that is worth watching because, I mean, when the Eagles played the Cowboys week 17 last year, the Cowboys were the easiest bet in the bank because without starters in the NFL, you are trash. You're absolute trash. So the Cowboys lose a significant portion of their starting lineup. They're going to go down. They're going to be in a lot of trouble, especially with Saquon trying to cement his Roy case, and he's like legitimately chasing NFL records for like rookie running back campaigns. I just want to beat this clump of sugar out. So Saquon's got a ton to play for. That's why Saquon is a C bet in the Week 17 early slate. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but in general, Giants-Cowboys is a slate worth getting at because the Cowboys are just going to be so pathetic, I think. If I'm a coach and I have nothing to play for week 17, my whole O-line sits, my whole D-line sits, maybe my whole defense sits, honestly. I know I need defensive depth, but I don't want my corners out there. I don't want my linebackers out there. I definitely don't want my D-tackle and my edge rushers out there. It's a tough situation. But I like the Giants in that matchup for those reasons. Look at this. We got a nice little custard going. Oil, eggs, sugar. You could almost trick someone into eating this if you told them it was lemon. It would be very gross. But you could trick someone into eating this. All right. Now we're going to slowly add our chocolate stuffs. We got our bag from about 15, 20 minutes ago. Yo! We're going to slowly add this in, mix it around, yabba-doo, and get these brownies popping. I want to see if I can get more downward action, even more. Yeah. Get a look at this. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good look. Watch this. I can talk to you here. Whoa. Too much light. Maybe just enough light. Good lighting. Oh, look at the... Oh, yeah. We're doing TV production, baby. When you're making brownies, it's important to use counterclockwise stirring methods with your whisk. Like so. This is a flex right here. This is the most fun I've ever had doing a live show. Okay, so I got my bag, and I'm going to add in, I'm going to do 4 rounds of adding this in. You don't want to add it in all at once. You want to let it slowly work in. This is my bag, so I'm going to do one pass. And that's enough for now. I would rather go slower than faster, and I just want to work it in. It's eggs, man, so it'll grab everything. That's what I worry. I'm a big worry about the sides guy, you know? But because it's eggs and oil, man, it's grabbing everything. You can see it instantly turns that perfect color of brownie batter. And you know I got more rounds of ingredients coming. Let's flex. So I definitely like the Colts. I definitely like the Giants. When it comes to Chiefs-Raiders, I think the over is a decent play on that game because I think the Raiders are going to be able to, in the future, play faster than they were able to this year. They definitely figured out their offensive line struggles by the end of the year. It's really about Derek Carr and his decisiveness. So funny, man. Derek Carr hasn't thrown an interception since week 8, and some people are holding it up to look at his improved efficiency. And it's true, there is better stuff going on with Derek Carr. He's throwing more over the middle. He's not checking down nearly as much. But to say that he hasn't thrown an interception since week 8 is just a gross. I guess it's almost misleading and doesn't provide full context. And someone tweeted this, and I hope I can go find it later. It's just all of his interceptions that were dropped since week 8, and there's been about 1 to 2 per week of just passes in the chest of the other team that just harmlessly fall to the ground. In the box score it says D Carr, pass incomplete, intended for S Roberts, but we know that's not the truth. We know it was very nearly a costly interception at his own 20. So Derek Carr is not without mistake. He's not bulletproof, but they are playing a little better as I go for a 3rd round, and I'm going to add a little bit more because we just feel very confident about how this is going, and we are at good bowl size here. This first couple stirs always bother me because it just naturally wants to go out to the sides, and it doesn't initially want to absorb in the sauce, and if you to the batter, and if you do it too aggressively, you'll just throw dry powder everywhere because it is flour. But if you go over and in, you'll start to see how it starts to grab it. And then once you have enough that it won't dust on the sides, then you can go a little faster. And then once you're out here, we're really out here. Cooking with gas. Let me know how you did in your fantasy football leagues, Behas. I'm not sure we talked about that if you're still watching. So like I said, 10-team league. It's $500. It's $500 between two people. And the way we did it this year is it's $250, and you get $2 for each point you win by. So I'm up 9 points after 1 week. So stick with me here because math is hard. I'm going to win 268, and he's going to win the rest if it ended now. It's about $2 per point, how many points you win by. So it's a 2-week final. The only problem is he's got Mahomes in that matchup where they have to win against the Raiders, and I just feel like they're going to go in, and him and Damian Williams are going to blow the Raiders' doors off, and I would hate it. The real killer is Mahomes' touchdown passes to Damian Williams. That's what happened in the Seahawks game that really broke my back and caused me to blow like a 50-point lead because he's got Mahomes, and I'm up 9, so you know my squad is strong. But all the running backs have tough matchups this week, man. Melvin Gordon's not in a great spot against the Broncos, who are falling apart but can still get beat on the ground. It's like the only place they can get beat. David Johnson's got the Rams, and you never know if he's going to still go. They might want to get a look at young players. That's very possible. Derrick Henry's got the Colts, which are decent, but like I said, Blaine Gabbert, it's going to be all up to Henry. So I wonder if they could just go all in on that strategy, which would be good for me. All right, so look, this thing is borderline evil with the amount of chocolate we got going in here, and my wrist is starting to get sore, so you know it's good. And let's get this last little bit of batter in here as I try not to wipe brownie on my pants. Yeetastic. New Year's, too. We got freaking New Year's Eve on Monday, which is so inconvenient. Just make New Year's on the weekend, Acadian calendar. It's honestly ridiculous. People gotta work New Year's Day on a Tuesday. Who has time? Who has time? We got almost all of it. You want to get the rest? There you go. You're a stickler. I know. I don't want to make a mess. I don't want to have to sweep the joint. Oh, I got a Snapchat from Mark. Isn't that nice? All right, we're going to sweep this. Let me know what you're doing on New Year's. I never know what channel to watch when the ball drops. I think that's a big point of contention for some people. Some people just feel really strongly about Ryan Seacrest. I like him, but I don't like Anderson Cooper doing my main time broadcast. I want my hard news guys to stay in the hard news. I don't like when the hard news people decide that they're going to be entertaining. Be a journalist or don't be a journalist is what I say as someone that's been a journalist and also, does schmucky things. Look at how deep, oh, come on now. Look at how deep and rich our chocolate flavor is. Look at how dark that is. You can tell how thick it is. Get up, son. Look at that. Look how good we did. I almost just poured batter on my laptop. That would have been great for the stream. We'd have been able to save that highlight real good. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You think I'm not going to eat brownie batter on stream? You're high. Ooh, and then we should be able to take this right up to the PC when this goes in the oven. And then end the stream. So we'll be done. We'll be good. That'll make for good timing. Let me know if you're in the chat. Let me know what you're doing. And what's cracking. And then we'll get started maybe on some trivs. Because I got a couple trivs. Alright. This looks great, y'all. Bang, bang. Alright, we're going to grease this pan. We're going to get this in the oven. We're going to go to the desk while it's in the oven. And we'll keep it moving. That's not bad. 45 minutes to prep this. Alright, I need a spoon. I'm not going to use... Alright, tip it up, tip it up, tip it up. Yeah. A little schwitz. You work hard for your money, you know, that's what it is. And maybe I'll taste it now. How about now? Oh, it's thick. Oh, it's thick. You can see when it comes off this. Yeah. Yeah, we're out here. Yeah, we're out here. And it's sticking to the spoon. I think that's a good sign. It's raw eggs, but I'll live. Just call me Rocky. That's the only other guy I know to eat raw eggs. Oh man, okay. Grease this pan, pop this bee in the oven. We'll take this guy upstairs. Gang, gang. Stand in front of this oven. Got a baking pan. Keeping it simple. We're gonna Pam, wham bam. Thank you, Pam. Oh, and then we're gonna add the chips. I totally forgot about the chips. Yeet! Spraying it. Oh man, Friday night in the burbs, baby. This is how we do the holidays. You gots to make your brownies. And then you gots to send them to the winners of trivia. If the wheel spin works in your favor. Okay, pan is sprayed. Aerosol kills. Up and over. One last look. I like that there's some lumps. I like that it's imperfect because that's how the taste, that's how you do your best. Check, check. All right, good. Pop this in real quick. Oh, yeah. We're out here. Can you see? We might have to tilt that down. Dang. Drip, drip. Drip, drip. Come through, drip, drip, drip. Come on, adjust. Adjust to the lighting. Wow, why are we blowing out here? There we go. There we go. See it still? There we go. We're filling the pan up. Ooh, only a little drip, drip. It's thick, so we can scrape it all out with the whisk. And it's already starting to settle. Pop this in, get back in the chair, watch some YouTube videos like we do on a Friday night. Check the jackpots. Not a lot of entries. I know Paul George, late scratch. It is what it is. You can still enter tournaments and head-to-heads. It's just one less question. It just makes it that much easier to take somebody else's money. Yeah, I said it. Oh boy, there's still so much here. An aggressive scraping is what we need. I think I need an actual scraper. Yep. I like the pan. Tell your grandma about it. Yeah, real spatulas, no. Real spatulas, no. I want to be able to see the other side of the oven through the bowl. This is what makes brownies good, is the extra scrapes. Oh my god, I'm making a mess that I will clean up. That's the most important part. Let's clean up while it's in the oven. I'll wipe this down and then we'll go upstairs. Bag, bag, bag. One more bite, we're going to get out of here. Aggressive scrapes. Did you have fun? What'd you learn? Let me know. I tell you what, you put me up against any other fantasy analyst in the game, any other fantasy analyst, and my brownies are going to be better. That's just the truth. People can't handle it. They don't know. Woo! I'm going to die now. That was too much. Okay. But wait, there's slightly more. Get that icing off your hands. Come on now. Oh my god, there's so... Jesus. Okay. Stop the dripping. We'll get out here with a sponge. Got our whisk. Drop it off at the bank. A bank of me. Ooh-wee. One last thing. Oh my gosh, I forgot the vanilla extract. Forgotten ingredient, y'all. How are we going to go about this? We're going to mix it in the pan, right? Yep, that's the only way. Talk to me, gang. Your favorite fantasy analyst would never forget an ingredient. Never. Whoa. Change it up. Had to happen. Had to happen eventually. It's a whole teaspoon. A whole ass teaspoon that we forgot. Whew. They're setting off fireworks for New Year's in my neighborhood. Why are we doing this? Too high? Way too high, and the lighting's not good anymore. We broke it. We broke the toy. All right, we need a teaspoon of vanilla extract, or the whole thing's gonna suck. This is why Rachel Ray puts out all her stuff beforehand, by the way. This thing's been leaking also. Yep, it's everywhere. All right, we put it in, and now we gotta whisk in the pan. This is so ill-advised, baby. This is gonna make bubbles. I need a sponge ASAP, Rocky. We should have done a test night. That's okay. This is still gonna be great. You just gotta believe, baby. You just gotta believe. I mixed this up real good. It smells like vanilla because it's all over my hand. Oh, it's reacting well. Getting a nice clear coat. All right, here we are. Woo! Crisis averted, boys and girls. All right, now we're here for toppings, and we're good to go. Good Lord, this is a botch job. More fireworks, you hear them? Bang. Bang. We're safe. We got the strap. I got the strap. I gotta carry us. Up, up, away. All right, chocolate chips. Where are they at? I threw them. Rage quit. Lifestyle. We're just gonna lay them over the top. We're gonna pop this thing in the oven. It's ease peas. But, you know, sometimes when you buy chocolate chips, you gotta make sure that when they get to the store, they didn't show up rancid. So you always make sure you gotta eat a couple. Just in case. These are definitely chocolate. So, I got lucky this time. A little more just in case. Yeah, it's chocolate. And I'm just gonna make it rain. A steady drizzle of chocolate chips over the top. And it should cover about the entire tray. I'm gonna start trivia and be like, what was the third step of the brownie recipe? And I'll never give anything away. All right, no more. I've eaten too many chocolate chips. Come here, baby. Come here, beautiful. There we go. Hello. Hello, world. You having fun tonight? Look at what we did together, guys. Look at that. Look at that beauty. We made a little mess, but look at that beauty. Come on now. Who don't want some of that dough? That's solid AF, man. That's delish. Pop it open. Pop it in. Can we begin? I came to win. Gotta win. That's a sin. See you later, Brown Towns. And now we need a sponge. We definitely need a sponge. But it's not going to take us that long. It's not going to take us that long. And I do think there's a couple more matchups worth talking about. I think the Saints one is interesting with Teddy Bridgewater in for the Saints against no Cam Newton, no Taylor Heineke for the Panthers. That's going to be a really interesting matchup that I think the Saints can win easily. And that's a really interesting DFS slate stack. Because I don't think the Saints lose much with Teddy Bridgewater in for Breeze. What you lose is Michael Thomas and Kamara. Maybe Ingram. My gut feeling is they run Ingram just to keep him fed and to keep him in shape. But that's just a gut feeling. I got exposed wires, so maybe this sponge isn't a bad idea, or is a bad idea. Laptop at 14. Executive decision. Raise this way. Hello, world. We're doing production. Push the cords back. And tilt. Hello, tilt. Hello, hands. God, cleanup is an important... You know, the best cooking shows in the world are incomplete because they don't show the chefs cleaning up the kitchen. It's the most important part of the show. You gotta be consistent, my guy. Alright, let me know you're in the chat. Ask for the question and we'll give the question out. Because it is time. Otherwise, I'm going to chill, talk about the NFL playoff race, talk about AD trade. Listen, if LeBron's going to sit, we're going to take Lonzo Ball in every fantasy contest and not feel weird about it, because that dude can actually play. I hate that his dad obfuscated how good of a complete player he can be if he's shooting well. He's really fun to watch, man. And you sound weird for talking about it, like, in a positive light. Because his dad's such a clown show. So much chocolate. So much chocolate. But we got it all. And I think it's just me out here. So we can talk more. You know, they said that there's a deal for Manny Machado in place. And we're probably going to get it early, mid-January. And it's probably the Yankees. That was the big baseball news today. I never know what to think about that, man. Baseball is such old money leaks and gas bags and boys clubs and information trading. It's totally different from, well, it's not different. The only difference is it's more about agents and owners than the NBA, which is more centered around players. And that's why the NBA is better, because you gotta like players over owners. If you like owners over players, you're just an idiot. Because the player is you over owner, if given the option, and expects you to be the same. And the owner doesn't really care about you. Unless you're a Platinum Diamond Club Executive Exclusive VIP Skybox member. Join the Nets Triple Double Club. Get exclusive VIP offers and invitations to Nets events. Sit in a skybox for one of 8 Atlantic Conference games, such as Nets vs. Knicks, Nets vs. Sixers, Nets vs. Raptors. Take the whole family and save $100 when you buy 5 tickets. Alright, maybe that was out of line. But that's what it all sounds like. We got cocoa powder on the MacBook cable. Cocoa powder on the MacBook cable. New punk band. Don't steal that name. This looks pretty good. You would never know we murdered a tray of brownies here. Oh my god, we didn't take down the time. 10 o'clock, we put the brownies in. That makes it easy. Okay. Here's the thing. It's clean down here. Bring it back. It's going to be messy. Yeah, boy. Yeah. All right. It's clean-ish. We're packing it up, and then we're going to go upstairs. It should be a seamless transition from turning this off and turning that on. There should be no loss. But, you know, this is the first time we tried it, and we already got one thing wrong tonight. One thing would be a stretch. We got multiple things wrong. However, and then we can pull this off. So I'm going to keep the stream open. I'm going to let it rip. I'm going to stop streaming here and run up and start streaming there. And it should work, honestly. I don't see why it wouldn't. I got this that I need. I got this. I got this. Let's give some shit away. Let's spin a wheel. I don't even know how long this is supposed to be in the oven. 35 minutes. Oh, we're not going to have time. Oh, no, it's 10 o'clock. We're going to have plenty of time. This is actually pretty cool. All right, so let's go upstairs. 30 seconds. Stay with the feed for 30 seconds, and we should be right back up on desktop. This worked once, and it better work this time. All right, I'll see you in a couple seconds. It worked already. That's it. It already worked. That's unbelievable. That's so good. That's honestly so good. It's dark, but it's so good. Wow. We did it, fam. Two sets, scene changes, 3 cameras, 2 sets, 1 tray of brownies. Streamfest for the books. Holy God. Oh. Whew. All right. If one person lets me know they're in the chat, we'll do a contest. Other than that, we're doing the playoff bracket, and we're breaking it down. But I'm just happy this worked. This is awesome. We changed venues. That's insane. Let's look at some lines. FanDuel Sportsbook time. And we'll flex on some NFL picks. Let me get a score first of all. Iowa State. What score of that game? 7-0 Cougs. What do you know? 7-0 Cougs. That's not enough. FanDuel Spurchberg. Panthers Saints. Again, that Saints -7. I'm not really afraid of, regardless of the first matchup or the benchings. My only worry is McCaffrey going bonkers, but I think the Saints should be fine with Teddy B. Texans -6.5. That line's coming down. It was at 7 when Blake Bortles was announced the starter, and now Fournette was announced out, and it's 6.5. So I'm not really sure what the deal is there, but I'm probably going to be on Texans because I'm a fish, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like the Bears this week, but not a ton. No reason to get on the gas there. Again, Chargers -6.5 at the Broncos feels like a little too many points, whereas Raiders +14.5 feels like the right amount of points. Let's just get to these. Can you see these? Are these zoomed in enough for you? I think so. Colts Titans is the one I like the most right now, regardless of where it's being played. And Eagles. The Redskins are not that good with Josh Johnson, despite what they've been producing. It doesn't really matter. But there's some value here. There is some value here. This game's interesting too. This over 52. Neither of these teams want to play much defense. and we like that. Whew. It's been a time on Streamfest, man. It's been a time, and that's something we can certainly agree on. Remember this? Remember this classic Streamfest moment?
In my fucking head.
Family show, Johnny.
I can't answer it or not.
On the first day of Streamfest, the pro gave to me.
I can't hear.
We can't hear you.
There's too much money in my fucking head.
I can't hear you.
I can't answer it or not. But I'll call you back.
We'll call you back. We'll call you back.
0 to 100. Real quick.
Your pick?
Real fucking.
On the second day of Streamfest. I don't remember what we did the second day. I think the second day was the Fridge G.I. Joe. Shipwreck G.I. Joe cards. 1986, the Fridge. On the third day of Streamfest, we learned about Oscar Schmidt. Honestly, a legend. I had no idea who this guy was. Straight buckets on buckets on buckets. He's going to drop 61 in this game in 1993. He played from 1997 to 2003. Let's spin this wheel one time and just see what it is. We got to keep an eye on the clock for the record. We got to get brownies out of the oven. Whoa, 5 cash for me. How about it? Keeping it lit, keeping it lit, keeping it locked. Whew. Yeah. But, everybody's on the holidays, and that's okay. By the way, did you check out NBC Predictor app? Speaking of apps. Good golly, Miss Molly. NBC Predictor app is the app powered by Boom Fantasy. Free Premier League pick'em app. Make 5 predictions, guess the score. If you get all 5 right, 50 grand. Nothing to sign up, you need an email and you can win 50 grand. So a guy gets 4 out of 4 perfect picks into the 5th pick, has 1-0 Southampton over West Ham, which is an upset in its own right. We go watch the game. Southampton goes up 1-0. Just like that. And this guy's got $50,000 next to his name. And then 3 minutes later, West Ham scores. Dream erased. Oh, you hate to see that. But he got a nice payday, he got $1,000, and that's a great start for the Premier League app. Number 5 in sports in the App Store, over 20,000 the first contest. Get in it. It's cost you nothing to get on it. Genius work by the Boom Squad and making Premier League more exciting. If you don't gamble, this makes Premier League more exciting. This is a free entry. Dip your toes into the wager waters. Put some skin in the game. And test your metal. That's what it's really all about. Is anybody watching? This is getting dark. But I'm going to keep going and talk about the NFL playoffs because I think it's important. The seeding matters. If the Bears were a home seed, I really believe they would be the 1 seed. I really believe they would be NFC favorites. And it goes back to, man, that freaking Dolphins game that Brock Osweiler was announced the starter and the strategy was not the same and they busted a couple big plays and the Bears defense wilted in the heat and they lost a wild overtime game. That game's really going to come back to haunt them, man. In terms of seeding, because if they had the 1 seed and made all these West Coast teams, these finesse teams, go to Chicago and play in that weather with that crowd, the Bears would go to the Super Bowl. I tells you. Now it's going to be tough. It's not the same, especially when you have a young quarterback who can be inaccurate. It's not going to be the same. But they are going to go as far as Mitch Trubisky takes him. And he's young. He could get hot like Flacco and take his team right to the top. But it would be so much easier at home. That's why it's always been so important for the Saints. And that's why I think it's so important that the Saints rest their starters. Because if the Saints can get healthy and force the other team to come through a dome, they're going to be in great shape. They're going to be in great shape. They can beat the Rams. They can beat the Bears in the dome. It'll be a little bit of a track meet, I think. But if they can get Armstead healthy, which is honestly a stretch. But the bye week's going to help. Bye week's going to help the Saints massively. It would help any team.
But believe it or not, they've been playing real physical. Look at Drew Brees' passing numbers. They've been a running team for the better part of 6 weeks. So you got to get ready to play playoff football against them, because if they get ahead, they can rush the passer and they can take the air out of the ball and make it so your offense gets out there desperate. That's why they're the top dog in the NFC right now. You're going to go on their turf. You're going to have to play their ball. The interesting teams in the NFC are the Bears and the Seahawks, because they're the best suited to win multiple ways, right? They can pound the ball. They can shoot it out. They can win it with defense. Hell, I like both of those teams' special teams over everything. Not so much kicking, but in the return game for making explosive plays. For sure. I'm an NFC guy. I would like to see Dallas make some noise. That's always fun. Dallas is always fun. But do I consider them truly one of the best teams in the NFC this year? No. If they get hot, it feels like they're taking the spot of someone who might be more deserving. Just my thought. That's just how I feel. Let me plug in the laptop, and then we'll take it back down. We'll flip it back to the other stream. 3 scene changes. And we'll pull those Brown Towns out of the oven. And we'll get that finished product, because that's really what it's all about. It's all about the before and after product, baby. It's all about that beautiful cross dissolve. If I don't have a shot of the brownies going in the oven and then transition to a shot coming out of the oven, what the fuck am I here for? Not saying things right, clearly. What do you mean you're enjoying your Friday night, not baking brownies and watching Boom Fantasy live streams? Blasphemous. How dare you? I'm trying to get mine. Did you see that picture of signed jerseys, by the way? Let me show you something. Look at this. Look at all these jerseys I got. I'm trying to give some of these away, baby. The season doesn't last forever. I'm not trying to give these away during March Madness. It's very real out here. These are things. Holidays. Notifications. Why is Dennis Smith Jr. trending? What did Dennis Smith Jr. do?
Probably wasn't expecting that pass. Here comes Dennis
Oh,
Smith Jr.
God.
Cutting.
Oh, God. That was violent. Kids are not supposed to see that. Put the kids to bed, dunk. That dunk makes old people go, clutching their chest. It makes old ladies grab at their purse. I don't know if I could show that, but I showed it for just a wee second. What score in that West Virginia game? Syracuse by 16. West Virginia better. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Syracuse had a tilt play. Oh, God. Oh, wow. That's unbelievable. To first and goal. It was 14-12. 14-12 Qs, and they won 34-18. So they went on a 20-6 run to close out the game. I'm not even mad. That's amazing. That's what happens when your best quarterback sits. The best part is the best quarterback for West Virginia actually plays wide receiver. Sills was a teenage hot prospect and then got a knuckle injury that prevented him from ever throwing a football properly again. But dude is such a monster freak athlete that he can just put in work as their top receiver also. It's actually unbelievable. What else is trending right now? Jonathan Lucroy is close to an Angels deal. He wanted to play for a contender and hasn't done anything since. Washington State is out here. 14-0 Cougars. Gardner Minshew, 7-yard tote. Minshew the stash. That game was indoors. You knew it was a smash, right? The game was indoors. It had to be a smash for Washington State. The only way they lost this season was in a freaking blizzard. It's a good football team. And Leach's a good coach. Not an NFL coach. A good college coach. What else is trending here? Hakeem Butler, Iowa State wide receiver, declaring day 2 prospect. We like it. What did Julius Randle do? We got thousands of Julius Randle tweets. Wow. Dennis Smith dunked on him. That was they're both trending. How many did Anthony Davis finish with tonight? He was the lightning question. He's up to 39. 39 and 15. Yo, that's been a good game. Let's check some Boom leaderboards out here. I don't have the phone hooked up, but I can still peep. Like Lil Peep, who is garbage. I can't believe I went 2 scenes tonight. Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. Flex. Jackpot standings. Oh, Lev Angel. Oh, that game, the late slate literally just started. Devin Booker not having the strongest night, but Paul George sat, so he's having a better night than Tobias Harris. How the Suns doing? Up on the Thunder at home. I'm telling you, Devin Booker wants the Suns to be a playoff team, and he's not messing around. He's going to will that team into the 8th seed. Late slate just starting up. We love it. Maybe come back for a little 1 a.m. Schwitzer. Late night sweat. Got about 15 minutes till these brownies come out, and then we'll pop off on this stream. Nobody here, so we're not going to spin the wheel. We're not going to give anything away. But let's just see what would happen if we did. Let's head to that wheel. What do we got? 2 pizza places, some deals. Oh, it's a Boom Fantasy hoodie. You hate to see that. One more for the children. Who knows? There it is. There's that Friday night magic. A full tray of brownies getting mailed to you by me. Boom Fantasy. The realest out there. DraftKings is not going to mail you a tray of freshly baked brownies. It's just not in the cards, kids. It is what it is. You did your best. What a disaster. That is amazing. Oh, hoodies off. Live it up. I'm out here. Late slate is some good games, man. Clippers, Lakers, regardless of LeBron. That should be a really fun game to watch. And I'm telling you, if the Suns get good, Devin Booker's so good that he's going to will that team into primetime and make them exciting. And he's going to make you watch them. That's the thing about the Devin Booker. If he gets the Suns to an 8th seed, he's like, yo, I'm going to make you watch me. There's nothing. If I get the Suns to an 8th seed, you got to watch Suns basketball. And there's nothing you can do about it. I bet the Suns are still a live money line underdog, even though, oh my God. Whew, still sweating from the brownies. In the kitchen, in front of that oven, getting the whisk on, my wrist is out. We want a live money line. Iowa State, they run back a kick? That was so fast. Pelicans up 2 with 2 minutes left. Suns are now up 3, minus 129. Come on, that's the Phoenix Suns. I talk them up, but I still want them as a live money line underdog. Wow, Gonzaga minus 50 live. Do we take it? 14 minutes left. They're up 59 to 25. What's that? 60. They're up 35 with 14 minutes left. Northern Alabama has 25 points through 25 minutes. They're on pace for 40 points. And Gonzaga's on pace for 100. That's 60. Sounds good to me, actually. Let's let it rip. Oh, the Suns are a dog. Let's go. Let's go. Ship it. Ship it before it changes. Devin Booker, live dog. You don't want that sauce. You don't want to come into folding Talking Stick Arena Resort and mess around with the Suns. Phoenix is probably brutal, man. As an organization to get sent there. It's got to be slightly nicer than Cleveland, but still. Yeah, Zags. Shipping a fiver, shipping a fiver, shipping a fiver, shipping a fiver. What do we got for that college game? -8. No. Wazoo minus. Never mind. We keep the show going. Yeah, so there's a lot of good contests this weekend. 2 college football games, week 17 with playoff implications. Don't sleep on these Boom Fantasy opportunities. There's going to be single game slates where you're going to be able to nail 2 out of 4 and roll that dice and take down a big jackpot. Big paydays still await you in these final waning days of 2018. I'm telling you, man, it's up for the taking. You just got to go grab it. It's real. It's real. Just like the Holiday Streamfest giveaways are real. I got all the swag. Show them the Twitter again. Show them the Twitter again. Oh, God. Look at these. Look at these. These are fire. People don't know. Nobody wants these? I have a hard time believing. Isn't that interesting? Wow, who this guy? It got run, retweet, and 1 like. I guess I didn't like it. Oh, I didn't like it. He liked it. That's lit. Shout out to Mike. We're just picking up followers every day, man. We're growing, baby. You know it. 3 to 5 is when impressions peak, by the way. That's what Twitter's telling me. Got to get into analytics, baby. Analytics, moving the world. This is how you make sense of it all. Friggin' analytics. Packers game, -7.5. Want nothing to do with it. There's just nothing to read there, man. 2 teams with nothing to play for. Literally anything can happen. Although, I do know that Devontae Adams is going for contract incentives. The Packers' career record is like 150 yards away. So, like, this is the kind of stuff that is important on the final week of the season. Contract incentives, individual things, and records that are within attainment that people can go for. That's what I think you should focus on when you try to build a Week 17 fantasy lineup. I think that's one of the most important things you could do is pay attention to the individual matchups. Schwitzing. I didn't understand the Mo Bamba appeal. I'm honest to God. I did not know. Started listening to it, and I just get it. You can't listen to it out of your laptop. You got to put it on in your car or a place where you can listen to it as loud as possible, and it gets better. I was late on it. 2018 was a crazy year, and Mo Bamba was a small slice of that craziness. Man, it really was a crazy year. We should do some top moments that happened, but oh boy, what a nanners Anyo. 2019 is going to bring amazing things for us in the Boom community, man. It's only going to get bigger, better, more extravagant, more signed jerseys, more brownies. The sky's the limit. And even then, space, the final frontier. It's so real. Celeb opportunities, public appearances. We're going to do more outside streams. We just streamed in a kitchen. Who knows where the next stream will be? It might be from a bathroom. Wow. Kitchens and bathrooms. Garages and bathrooms. Bathrooms and bathrooms. One of the greatest episodes of Rocco's Modern Life to ever exist. Classic program. Put it in at 10. The oven was really hot. I'm nervous about the sanctity of these brown towns. That being said, we got one shot. We're going to go check them out. We're going to put the camera on them. And then just like that, the stream's over. So this is unrehearsed and necessarily to be executed to perfection requires the utmost synchronicity. What am I saying? Whew. It's been a fun year, man. It's been a fun year. Didn't think we were going to get to do this much streaming and talking for Boom and repping a company that is just doing so many exciting things. Such an emerging name to be associated with it is such a blessing, and I just can't wait to see what we do, man. I can't wait for you guys to see what we're going to do in 2019. It is really just a crazy ride that we're on, man. We're going to take it one day at a time. It's really going to be awesome. Thanks, Christian, for the Twitter like. And we're getting ready to take brownies out of the oven. Let's see if we're in Discord. See if we could take some brownies out of the oven. I got friends in the Discord, and we'll tell them all about brownies. Hoes calling. Let's see what they're doing in here. There's nobody in here. I'm in my Discord. Discord's a fun little thing for nerds. Discord. I don't have anybody online. I thought my friends were here, but they're not. Wow, that's dark. That got real dark. Yikers. There's nothing to click on. But they'll see it. So dumb. Oh man, Streamfest, you know, there's gotta be a fest. You know, if Woodstock was a big open field, nobody would care about it 50 years later. You gotta put it on, but it's not necessarily if you build it, they will come. You gotta let them know it's there. And it's the holidays. People got plans, people got trips, people got agendas, and who cares? Let's take some fucking brownies out of the oven. You know what I'm saying? Woo! It's brownie time. We did our due diligence and committed no crime. I'm taking my sweatshirt off. I should play We Are the Champions, but I don't want to get banned. Oi, Gewalt. Up and over. Kobayashi. Okay. All right. One more wheel spin for the road, just to see if someone would have gotten this. Someone already did. But, you know, I'm addicted to the wheel. I'm a moth. I'm a moth to wheel. Here it is, baby. Donato's Pizza. One more. $5 cash. Tray of brownies remains safe for another day. Okay, listen. We're going down there. We're going to pull the brownies. We're going to close the show. It's all going to happen fast. It might say stream offline. I need you to bear with me like a mama bear bears with me. Okay? I'm going to hit it on the road. We're going to get down there. We're going to let it rip. We're going to pull the camera up. Whew! All right. Are you ready? Be back in 15 seconds. Let's pull some brownies out of the oven. Let's go! All right. Already it smells. It smells good. It smells good AF. We got a clean kitchen to work with. We got good lighting. Whew! Calling young Ricky Rowe. That's me. Unplugging, replugging, mo flipping fo. Got it. All right. Okay, here we go. Let it rip. Let's see how we did here. Come on, you can do it. Come on, pull it up. Where's my phone? Where's my phone vision? Pull up my phone vision. It should be over everything. You're really making me look bad, kid. Oh yeah, here comes. Stall me out, Buttercup. Yeah. Oh, the green is sketchy. It's some serious serial killer stuff. We got a light. We got a light down here, right? Oh yeah, that's legs. Legs are hot dogs.
Definitely hot dogs. Yeah, boy. That's fire. All right. Towel me, dog. Ideal, baby. This may not be enough towel. This might be too hot for that. Let's get that. Let's get a real mitt. A real Romney. I just can't keep my eyes off this thing. I gotta put this on my thumb. Hold on. Oh, that's a neat bit of ambidextrous action. Thumb, 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 thumb. Look at this motherfucking tray of brownies. Do we not slay or do we not slay? Look at this thing. Look at this, Boom Fantasy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Name another live stream that does this. Your favorite fantasy analyst would never. Your favorite fantasy analyst would never. Look at this. Look at this. You're beautiful, Boom. That's it for Streamfest. I hope you had a great night. I'm gonna cut up these brownies. I'm gonna put a picture of them on, and there it is. There it is. I'll put a picture of these brownies up in the water cooler. Thanks for hanging with me. That's it for tonight's show. Someone's gonna win some of these. I'm gonna mail some of them out. I can't possibly eat them all by myself. I might. Y'all are great. Day 5 out. It's been a blessing. And yeah, Happy New Year. If I don't see you, I'll see you. Check for videos in the water cooler. College football and pro. NBA don't stop. It's your boy Rick Rowe, Boom Fantasy, Mr. Mighty Dollar Minute. And I'm out.